As you guys know, I like to build things. There's just this amazing feeling when you have an idea and then turn it into a reality. Over the past 2 years, I've been creating content and working full-time from home. But not just home. This 8x10 room. And while that worked for a while, it started to get really, really small. As it was getting even worse, I knew that it was time for some change. So, this is a little awkward. It's been about 2 months that I haven't done anything publicly, any kind of content, any kind of courses, any kind of products on any of our websites or anything like that. And it might have seemed like I just quit, and I'm just kind of making a quick update that I didn't. The reason I've been gone for so long is because, as you've seen, I've moved out of my current office into a garage. Over the past couple months, maybe a year, we've been doing a lot more content with physical stuff like building robots or building sensors or working with some kind of electronics or mechanical things. And I did all that in the room where I slept in and I worked full time in. So there was absolutely no room in there, and I was like, all right, it's time to find something bigger. And that's what I've done now. I don't really want to make a video where I'm like showing off every single piece of the garage because that's not my goal. I tried to keep everything here under a budget. There were like a couple rules I had. One was keep everything under a budget. 2 was keep everything like easy to move. So for example, if I have to leave this week from this location, I can take everything, put it in a small truck, and get it to another location where I can continue working from there. The third one is that everything is secure, obviously, that if I work in here and I build things in here, that I want to have it secure. So I have cameras all around the property. I have cameras inside of the garage. Everything's being monitored. I have a 3D printer in here that constantly is working, and that's always being monitored with the Raspberry Pi. So I can control it from my phone. I can even watch it print from my phone, which is really cool. And I got a bunch of little like time lapses of it doing that. So that was really fun. The main thing is that now I have a place where I don't have to build something, take it apart, and then put everything away because I now have to do other things in that room. It's a place for one thing and one thing only, creating content and building cool things. So for example, everything I've ever built up to now, publicly or privately, I've had to take apart unless I could find a place to store it, which most of the time has not been the case. So if I ever had to go back and do another piece of content on that, I'd have to put it back together, do the content on it, take it apart, and then, you know, put it away again. And if I ever had to do it again, I'd have to restart. It was just terrible, super inefficient, and it was really frustrating to not have like a place to do my thing. I kind of been working in here for the past like month, just cleaning and setting things up. It kind of looks like a cheap budget Iron Man studio. I didn't even close the door. The lighting looks terrible, but this is what it looks like. I think I'll just take the camera and I'll do a quick walk around and show you guys what I've been working on. Well, here's the outside of it. It's just a garage door. I've got this go-kart I built a long time ago that's on its side right now, and I'm hoping we could fix that up. This corner is going to be for cutting wood. This is all garbage being thrown out every Wednesday when they pick up big stuff. Then I got shelves here with a bunch of scrap boxes like scrap metal, electronic stuff, cables, painting stuff. Like every box is one type of thing, and a bunch of scrap wood. If you continue inside, we got this like tool bench with a bunch of tools. Bunch of different power tools for whatever needs you have, and I guess more garbage here. Vacuums, big office desk, aka plastic $50 Walmart desk, and some shelves that are going to be holding all the stuff we build. This big box right here took me about a week to build. It's a giant 3D printer enclosure. So there's a 3D printer in there with a camera and a Raspberry Pi, and it's controllable. You can monitor it, you can watch everything that's being printed, you can tell it what to print and when to print and all those details, and you can always change settings from your phone. I got some cool LEDs in there, so it looks even cooler. And then the bottom half is storage for all the printing stuff and camera stuff. Fridge, sink that isn't really installed. You kind of have to tap it into the wall and all that. And then just a giant work desk for building things, tools, and electronics. It's really not much, but it's a really nice garage, and I think we're gonna make some cool ass shit in here. Looks pretty cool from this angle. That's all I really had to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to making some cool stuff in here. If there's something you want to see being built or something you want to learn, let me know, and we'll do it in the next one.